Good day. This is Russell Hawley coming to you from the Tate Geological Museum at Casper College in Wyoming. And today I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite animals, and those are the alligators and crocodiles, collectively known as the crocodilia. And they are not only very successful creatures in the world today, but they have a fossil record that extends all the way back to the Triassic period. They've been around a very long time, and there are many species of alligator and crocodile known in the fossil record. And among the most common of crocodilian fossils that you find are these things. These are scutes, which are hard, bony armor plates that are embedded in the skin of the crocodilian's back. And they form an armor covering, which helps protect them from attacks by other crocodilians, and also provides some structural support to the animal's back. And as you can see, there's a very distinctive pattern of ridges and pits on these scutes. Nothing else is exactly like this. Even if we find just a tiny piece of fossilized scute, we can feel that texture and say, oh yeah, that's crocodile, all right. And crocodile scutes of many shapes and sizes have been found throughout the North American continent. In Texas, there's scutes that have been found the size of a waffle, and they belong to Deinosuchus, the terror croc, the largest crocodilian that ever lived on this continent. Here's the skull of a modern alligator, and the eyes go here. And as you recall from one of our previous discussions, we've also got two pairs of holes in the skull behind the eye sockets, the supratemporal fenestrae here, and then the temporal fenestrae there and there. I'm sticking my finger in the alligator's ear. This is not something I would do with a live alligator, but this is the position of the ear hole up on top of its head, as are the eyes, and also the openings for the nostrils. So an alligator can hide completely under the water with only the very top of its head sticking out, and it can hear and see and breathe, all without other animals being able to see him, until it's too late. There's two different kinds of teeth in the alligator skull. We've got long, sharp, thin teeth in the front that are good for grabbing slippery prey animals like fish and frogs and salamanders. But in the back, the alligator has these acorn-shaped teeth, and those teeth are the right shape for crushing. And this is a little sad, but the reason those teeth are there is that one of the alligator's favorite foods is turtles. An alligator will grab a turtle, toss the shell into the back of its jaws, and then crunch it with those acorn-shaped crusher teeth in the back there. Hard luck on the turtle, but a gator's got to eat. By the way, as long as we're on the subject of teeth, this is the surefire way to tell apart an alligator from a crocodile. On a crocodile, the fourth tooth back from the chin is larger than the others, and when the crocodile closes its mouth, that tooth sticks out on either side of its snout so that you can see it even when the crocodile's mouth is closed. But on an alligator, the snout has a pit here and here, and when it closes its mouth, that fourth tooth, where is that guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go. That fourth tooth fits into the pit, and you cannot see it when the mouth is closed. So if you ever see a big reptile and you want to know whether it's an alligator or a crocodile, just get up close and look for that fourth tooth. And if you can't see it, it's an alligator. And if you can see it, it's a crocodile. If you don't want to get that close, there's another method that works in America. The system breaks down in India, but if you're in America, this works pretty well. If you look at the skull or the head of a live alligator from the top, it's got a broad snout and a rounded tip so that overall the head is shaped like a letter U. But on a crocodile, the snout is narrower and pointier so that the head overall is shaped like a letter V when viewed from above, and that works at a distance. So this is how you can tell apart an American crocodile from an American alligator. And the last thing I'm going to point out is Here, Albert, you sit on the floor for a minute, is this impressive bruiser right here. This is an ancient crocodile from about 15 million years ago called Gavialosuchus. And these have been found in North Africa, Europe, and also in the southeastern United States, so they really got around. Like many modern crocodilians, they may have been able to cross stretches of salt water. And the name Gavialosuchus is derived, well, first of all, the suffix suchus is a very common one you find when you're talking about fossil or even living alligators and crocodiles. It's a Hellenization of the word Sobek, which was the Egyptian crocodile god. So when you see suchus in a paleo word, that means crocodile. And then as for the gavial, that is a long-snouted fish-eating crocodilian that today lives in India. So this thing is very crocodile-like, but the snout is long and relatively slender with conical, straight, slender, interlocking teeth. So it's a little bit like a crocodile that's leaning towards becoming something a bit like a gavial, hence Gavialosuchus, the gavial crocodile. Now, modern gavials tend to feed on relatively small prey, but if you go back in time 15 million years ago, I'd still be wary of this guy because when you're this big, you are small prey.